Good morning, Darren Daily friends. So, great to see you back. We have been going through the 6 essential factors needed to scare the bejesus out of your corporate pension plan provider and live into triple digits, 100 plus. This final one is the most critical of all. It is at the heart of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. This is what he deemed the major source of all human motivation. But in modern culture, this human need is in crisis, and it is killing us, literally killing us. I mentioned in the third essential how life expectancy dropped for a second year in a row in the United States, according to the CDC's National Center for Health Statistics. A new study looking into the broader cause behind the decline says that it comes down to one word: despair. The author of the report stated that the decrease in life expectancy is actually less alarming than the decline in emotional well-being of Americans, significant enough to drag down the country's average length of life. Yikes, right? The research points to the opioid epidemic as the leading cause. There has been a 21% increase in overdose deaths from one year to the next, and a 137% increase in opioid-related deaths between 2000 and 2014. The suicide rate has also increased by 24% between 1999 and 2014. What is going on here? What is causing this despair? Then to escaping substances, and then to early deaths. It is a lack of this 6th essential factor: belonging. We are dying of disconnection. You have to remember, we are a social tribe species. We have an inherent need to belong, to be accepted, and to feel an essential part of something greater than ourselves. This is baked into our evolutionary survival systems. The human being isn't wired to function as an individual. We are wired tribally, to act as part of a group. Our psyches are programmed by hundreds of thousands of years of hunter-gatherer evolution. In the past, belonging to a group was essential to survive. People hunted and cooked in groups. Belonging to a group allowed tribe members to share the workload and to protect each other. We needed each other. If you ever got voted off the island, outcasted, or dismembered from the tribe, it meant certain death. You weren't going to survive long out there as a lone ranger in a loincloth with a spear in the saber-toothed tiger days. Unlike other species, humans receive most of what they need from their social group, rather than directly from his or her natural environment, suggesting that the human strategy for survival depends on belonging. Now, these days, in Western societies at least, this is not necessarily the case, but the deeply imprinted need to belong as a social tribe species is still baked into the nervous system nonetheless. This is why all the research confirms that people are happier and healthier when they experience social belonging. Because as Maslow identified, belongingness is the central component of human functioning. And on the flip side of that, lack of belonging and feeling disconnected creates all sorts of cognitive, behavioral, and emotional dysfunction, including shame, anger, anxiety, jealousy, loneliness, depression, and then eventually even suicide. To extend your life and make the time that you have here as happy, healthy, and joyful as it can be, consider your membership into these different groups. Let's start with the obvious: family. Those proven to have long lives have close to positive relationships with their families. That means keeping aging parents and grandparents nearby or in the home. But with our transient and global mobile world these days, families are getting farther and farther apart. Next is a life partner. Statistically, having a spouse or a life partner adds at least 3 years to your lifespan. And even better, it will feel like 30. I'm just kidding, honey. In today's culture, people are marrying later or not at all, and divorce rates are still climbing. Then there are church groups. U.S. church membership was 70% plus from 1937 through 1976. It fell slightly to 68% through the 1990s. But in the past 20 years, it plummeted 20% down to 50% or less. More than half of that decline was just in the last several years. Then there is your social tribe. The world's longest living people chose social circles that supported healthy behaviors. These are groups where people share common interests. In general, we seek out those who are most similar to ourselves. We like those who we understand and who understand us. These are not your friends on Facebook. Those are shallow and distant interactions, and they do not satisfy your human needs. In fact, they agitate them with the bombardment of all the edited social comparison and contrast. This is one of the biggest reasons why there is so much despair in the world today, particularly amongst young people. They are highly connected, but desperately lonely. We are physical beings operating in the physical world. We need physical contact with other like-minded meat sacks, with people with common interests, like people who are into fitness, if you're into the fitness, sports groups, business mastermind groups, art groups, game board groups, right? Dinner clubs, bird watching groups, hiking groups, cycling groups, whatever. Any healthy interest groups where you share a sense of communion and fellowship. And finally, my favorite, your Fab Five, those you share yourself with intimately, your closest compadres, the ones you call in a crisis, the only ones you really care to share your celebrations with, your real, actual friends, not your acquaintances or the fake ones on your newsfeed. In a revealing sociological study, it showed that the average American has, on average, about one close confidant. Average means many people don't even have the one. This is why the leading reason people seek out counseling is loneliness. Remember, you are a member of a social animal species. We all need each other, whether we like to admit it or not. Our life and longevity depend on our connection with each other. To live long and prosper, you need to love and be loved by others. All right. I hope we've helped extend your life over the last 6 episodes. When you blow past your life expectancy, just send me a card. Hey, who knows, maybe you'll be able to just think it to me by then. And tell us in the comments below, which do you need to go to work on the most? 1, movement. 2, living with purpose. 3, downshifting. 4, the 80% rule. Or 5, the wine rule. Or 6, connection. Finding and sharing belongingness with the right group of like-minded people. I look forward to seeing your reflections in the comments below. Live long and prosper, my friends. There you go. I know the pain of not knowing what you were meant to do. I've gone through that pain